I want to really make a statement on how dominant our players are. Like 40, 50 point wins. Those are the words of Kevin Durant in the upcoming 2024 Paris Summer Olympics, with Team USA looking to get revenge after their de facto C team lost last year. And we always go into the Summer Olympics expecting the United States to, let's be honest, easily win gold every single time. Taking a look at the odds, I was a little bit surprised by these. I would have figured, like, if I had to guess the odds for USA in terms of winning gold in 2024, I would say they like minus 500, minus 550, but they are only minus 240. So the United States is a solid favorite, but it's nothing crazy. You do have Serbia led by Nikola Jokic, the two-time, probably soon-to-be three-time MVP winner. They're plus 400. And remember, with the Olympics, you've got the FIBA rules, not the NBA rules. So the hand checking, the defensive contact is going to be allowed. That's going to help a team like Serbia a lot make up in terms of the talent gap between the United States and them. And then you also have Canada, which is another team a lot of people are talking about, plus 600, France plus 800, and then the other four kind of longer shots, Germany, Australia, and so on. When it comes to the United States, the likely starters, Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. Embiid is also eligible to play for France, but apparently he's playing for the United States. When it comes to the Summer Olympics, you're always going to get the A team from the United States. And the reason is because there is a major incentive on getting gold medals when it comes to career accolades. Like, people wondering, would LeBron compete? He's already so old. Of course LeBron is going to want to get another gold medal. That is a huge thing when you're looking at the end of a career. They talk about rings, they talk about all-star appearances. Normally they'll also throw in how many gold medals you have, just kind of as a de facto check, and for LeBron to get another one, it's going to be big for his resume. And then looking at the reserves, Damian Lillard, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, I would imagine Tatum would be a starter. I guess there would be a problem if you also started Tatum, who would be the two guard there with Tatum, Durant, and LeBron. Maybe Tatum coming off the bench. Also, apparently Drew Holiday going to be on this team, very good defender, along with possibly Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo there. I would also consider Kyrie Irving possibly on this team as well. But when it comes to the top contenders, it mainly is Serbia and Canada. Serbia for obvious reasons. You've got Jokic, you have the FIBA rules, and you do also have Bogdanovic, as well as many other European players that are going to be playing for Serbia that are kind of like right below NBA players in terms of ability. European basketball is a completely different game, and the rules will favor a country like Serbia. And then you do have Canada, who probably has more overall firepower than Serbia. Canada, their main star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They also could possibly have Jamal Murray, Andrew Wiggins as well. They beat the United States in 2023, but again, that was the USA probably C team or like B- team. Either way, in terms of firepower, they're probably the second most talented country when it comes to the 2024 Summer Olympics, and they have the third best odds behind the US and Serbia. I mean, we can analyze all these different countries, but let's be honest, the United States, I would be shocked if they lost. Although, again, you have to kind of say, with the different rules, it could be a little bit more challenging. I'm a little bit surprised they're only minus 240. Imagine if Jokic and Luka were born in the same country, and then it would be, I mean, that would be by far the highest rated game in like a decade. The Olympic gold medal game. Jokic and Luka Doncic versus Team USA and like all their role players. I mean, obviously it can't happen. They're going to be on different teams because they were born in different countries, but it's just, imagine if that was actually the case. That would be crazy. But either way, they are going to play this up, I'm sure, because of what's happened in the previous years with USA basketball kind of coming back to the pack. A lot of us know the context to that. Many of the top players don't compete in anything outside of the Olympics because it's just not worth it in terms of resting during your off season. But there's going to be the narrative that USA basketball is not nearly as good as people think. You already do have other countries pissed off at the United States when they call their teams world champions. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but other countries get angry about it for some reason, like with football and basketball. To me, it's just the NBA is the most talented basketball league in the world, so they can rightfully call themselves world champions. It's the same thing with football. I mean, I guess I get it. Technically, you're not facing other countries, but it's not like they restrict the NFL to only people born in America. They don't do that with the NBA or MLB. It's an assortment of all the greatest players coming together and playing in one league. So that's why I always thought it was fine that they labeled themselves, world champions and things like that. By the way, I'm surprised that Team France doesn't have better odds. But I guess when you look at it and you see Wembanyama still being a baby, Rudy Gobert, how about that? Gobert and Wembanyama, the Twin Towers. I don't know if I can say that, but that's an impressive defense. Evan Fournier is going to have to carry them, though, and average about 100 points. They don't have a lot of playmaking there. Nicholas Batum comes back from the dead and has an MVP 2024 Olympics to win France the gold medal. Honestly, in looking at this, I would imagine the final would be USA versus Canada. That would be my projection, with the United States winning. Guys, let's be honest. We really think the United States are going to lose this. I'm wondering which player from America is going to try and leech their way onto the team and get a free gold medal. Imagine Andre Drummond comes out of nowhere and gets on the team. I remember Andre Drummond being on something Team USA. It might have been FIBA or something, but imagine he comes out of nowhere, just averages like 13 rebounds a game. One of the other things to note when it comes to the Olympics is the time change based off of their location. So with it being in Paris, it's not going to be terrible for the East Coast. For the West Coast, it's going to be really early. I'm sure a lot of the games are going to be crazy early. However, they probably will make the schedules favorable, at least in the important games, to where the games will be on later in Paris. So if it's like an 8 o'clock at night start in Paris, it's not early or that early in the United States. It'd be like 1 o'clock Eastern, I think. It's like a 7-hour difference, maybe a 6-hour difference, something like that. Although America, we are changing our clock soon. All right, let's take a look at these official roster predictions. This is already wrong. Where's Drew Holiday at? It's got the guards as Curry, Halliburton, Devin Booker, and Caruso. Caruso randomly makes an appearance. Yeah, it's going to be Drew Holiday probably instead of Caruso. Forwards, LeBron, Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Tatum, Paul George. That's a loaded set of forwards there. And then the bigs, Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo. Possibly on the United States basketball roster. And then I saw this is the potential medal count. This is obviously not just USA basketball, but you can see the United States expected to win 129 medals, at least in these predictions, with China coming in second place with 85 total medals for the Summer Olympics, which obviously are more watched than the Winter Olympics, and it will be happening in Paris, France. But either way, guys, that will do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.